And we're live.
Thanks, Ryan. Now this is gonna be the first.
Fuck.
This is gonna be the first one where we don't have Wondershare Filmora
Oh, thank God.
on top of that watermark.
You don't know how sick I got.
I'm just looking at you. Can fucking
that.
turn it off. And just
I was
have
gonna
it
say I
back.
don't even look at the picture.
Yeah, I was like, I don't look unless it's like an intricate video.
I want you to look at me.
Look at me straight in the face. God damn it. Gosh, we watched a shitty movie today.
Yeah, what did you guys go see?
We went to go see Wish Upon. There'll be a review later on tonight. So.
I'm Kien Banyas.
Is that the one with the
I'm
box?
Jay Camp. I'm Brian Freeman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm Kien Banyas.
Lol. Max Cooley.
Ryan Freeman.
Jay Camp.
John Dean. Trying to clean up this fucking mess.
John Dean is balls deep in an overflowing glass of alcohol right now.
It's a great glass of alcohol.
Hashtag my life.
Want to be balls deep in something else?
This today brought to you by Jungle Juice and Southern Comfort, more or less Jungle Juice.
Not actually sponsored.
And Miller High Life.
And Miller High Life.
Yet.
Yet. If you guys want to just give us beer, that'd be pretty dope. 'Cause,
Right,
like,
whoever wants to provide alcohol, we'll drink your shit and say it.
like we drink a cup.
Subscribe to our Patreon instead of the $5.99 option. Select the
I'm not gonna
case
lie.
of 12 option.
The first time I drank Miller High Life was at a baseball game, and it was out of can, so I didn't like it that much. It tastes so much better out of the bottle.
Because it makes you feel fancy. Like I feel like bottles just make
No,
you feel.
it's not that it makes me feel
It's the
fancy.
flavor?
Even though it does, but it's definitely the flavor. It tastes
Right
so
on.
much better out of the
Yeah,
bottle.
you just can't get that shit in sunlight or it skunks up like a motherfucker.
And it's so hard to break a can to stab a motherfucker too.
Well, we might as well just talk about what have we been up to today. This
Like
week.
today or
This week.
okay.
Well, this week. Like
This week.
John's car broke down.
Both of them. My car and my truck are out of commission.
I got a fucking text from John this morning at 3 o'clock. Hey, you're probably sleeping. I was.
Well, I went on Facebook immediately, and like 2 minutes before I checked the fucking
Group chat?
the text or whatever, and I saw that you had posted something. So I was like, oh, maybe he's not sleeping.
I usually wake up sporadically from night terrors.
Beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Nice.
Jay went to go see Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
Yep.
That review will also be down on the link below when we record it.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
I haven't seen it yet.
I heard that it's not as good as the other two. But
Like
I
it's
heard it's
long,
good.
but it's good. That's my problem.
You
That's
know
my
what we should say? We should wait till we talk about it in a review,
Okay.
But yeah, the people who have actually seen it will talk about it in the review.
which would be Jay. So we're just gonna
So,
sit there and be like,
Jay.
yeah, that's very interesting.
Oh my god!
That happened?
Very understandable.
Wanna-
Anthony is leaving Smosh?
God damn it.
Anthony has already left Smosh.
Lol.
Yeah, that already happened.
What have you been up to, Ryan?
I ran over a fucking skunk.
right.
It's not who runs it over, it's who runs it over second that sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to buy one of those car foggers last night to get the skunk smell out.
Dope.
So it's basically just like a bug bomb, but for smells.
Max and I tried the torta.
Yeah, from our wonderful burrito Mexican place.
Yeah. La
How was
Malacenta. It was good.
The
Yeah.
tortas are great.
It's good as fuck. Like, the burrito is gonna forever hold my heart because that was the first thing I ever had because
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
took me there. But those tortas,
Those tortas are
Fucking
the
steak
shit.
sauce.
What's
I
this
forgot
place
one.
called?
La Mariante, Marie,
It's,
Moriendo.
And
If we get your name right, sponsorship deal, please.
Go quick, everybody, just say shit. We need that sponsor.
What else?
El Taco Chuanes.
oh yeah, I also started replaying through Fallout 3
Nice.
just randomly, and I haven't gone back to it yet because I need to restart my game because me, like an idiot, forgot to make a save point before I killed this dude in Megaton, and now I'm trapped in Megaton because all the citizens are angry at me and shoot me as soon as I walk out the door.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
So that's great.
Max and I also tried out our first stream.
Yay!
Yeah, I watched it.
How was it from your viewer standpoint?
It was okay. I'm just used to watching Let's Plays that have the sound of the video.
Okay,
game
I
in
will
it.
definitely put the sound in
Yeah.
next time. I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that. Because the first time we tried it with our RuneScape, the sound was just blaring.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, you can alter.
Yeah, I
it,
saw that. I
yes.
see that on
There's
this
just
whole thing.
something about watching like a Let's Play of a video game and only hearing the voices and not the game.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
Right. I get you. It's just all trial and error. I also got a message from someone who wants to put a. Well, I have two people who have messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
One of them wants to do a cosplay how-to tutorial,
Okay.
and the other one wants to. You know how like artists do like their painting and then they like, speed it up.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to do videos for us
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool.
and do that because I think that'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be super cool. Like it basically Bob Ross.
Oh, the Roshambro's family is growing.
Yeah, every day.
Why is this a thing?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I just jokingly was like, you should join this network. Have a makeup tutorial. Do it on the Roshambros, and like people are like, I want to do this. Is that cool if I do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. We're called a network. We're not like, hey, the Roshambros podcast, like on our Facebook page. We're gonna change that to network.
Pretty soon we're gonna have our own.
YouTube Red channel.
We're gonna have our own version of Facebook. Roshambros.
The bill work.
Like your like your occupation in the channel. Makeup artist. Not for the guys, but for tutorials.
I do makeup. Nobody in
really-
the podcast wears makeup. Wait, what?
What? Yeah.
I really hope that someday we reach that point of popularity where we do get sponsors, because I'm just gonna whore myself out so hard.
We are gonna
So
get an
hard.
Instagram page and just everything is just gonna have like the selfies. We're gonna make sure we have like the banners behind us of just everything.
Edit the Crunchyroll icon into like right over my face.
All kinds of shit
Like,
is gonna be in there.
Jay's face will have Hulu, Ryan's will have Netflix, Max's will have.
I don't know if we can sponsor them all or get sponsored.
We
by
I
them.
think
will try.
Well, the anime ones can get sponsored by Verve, which is a joint adventure with Funimation and Crunchyroll
Well, yeah.
and Rooster Teeth. So technically they're sponsored by all of them.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we someday got bought out by that company that owns Rooster Teeth now?
Machinima.
Yeah.
If
That
Machinima
would suck.
buys us, that'd be terrifying.
The only one I will never get bought out by is IGN. I hope you hear this, IGN.
Go die in a fire.
I don't think I would.
I think I have more respect for IGN than I do Machinima.
I don't fucking
Machinima
care.
takes like everything from
I
their
just-
content creators.
I just think that like I wouldn't want to do it, because when you listen to like Rooster Teeth content now, it's not
It's
nearly
so tame.
not nearly as like
Fun.
fun as it used to be, because they
Right.
can't be, because now they have like HR reps and stuff like that. That they
Right,
gotta
and
watch
it's
out
like, see,
for.
like with this is a totally like I like this feeling of like fluidity.
Yeah.
Like you said when we listened to one of our first pre-recorded episodes, we're like, now welcome to the Roshambros podcast. Now it's like, welcome, fuck all you guys,
Dude,
welcome to listening.
The old school podcasts where you sound so fucking reserved and
Right,
natural.
right, like, hello, how are
hello.
you?
Welcome to the Roshambros podcast. This is your relaxing Monday morning podcast.
Right, where we're like, well, Max was listening
With
to me.
sensual sounds from Max Schooley.
Well, Jay plays the recorder and woodwinds very slowly as Ryan tells stories of his broken childhood.
Fuck you.
But no, like we were watching the Double Toast podcast, and their for original podcast site was bought out by Hollywood.com,
Oh.
and they got fucked over hardcore. So they're like, fuck it, I'm doing a Kickstarter, and I'm gonna be independent. Fuck you guys.
Hollywood
Like,
got Tom.
yeah, they're really shitty. And they
How the fuck did they get Tom?
Hollywood.com.
You said .com.
I said
got
.com.
Tom.
I said .com.
Got Tom.
Hollywood got Tom.
Hollywood got Tom.
What?
No,
What?
Tom!
Oh, and then Max goes after listening
Free
to it
my
like for
friend
like
Tom.
30 minutes. Goes, those guys are
Almost
black, aren't they?
Free my boy Tom. He did some shit.
Alright, one of
Hashtag
them is
free Tom.
obviously black. The other ones are questionable. They could be either way. It was not racist.
Racist.
And there was just one guy where, like, if you hear it, you're like, he's black.
We're like,
Just-
when you listen to us, you're like, you never know. One of them could be white, one of them could be Korean. What?
Free my boy Tom. Hashtag.
Write that
Free
hashtag
Tom.
for our Roshambros
Hashtag
podcast.
free
Didn't
Tom.
do shit.
Make Twitter blow up with hashtag free Tom.
Free Tom. Hashtag free Tom.
All 6 people that might do it.
Well, 5 of us are right here.
All right, so and
Start
that's
a chain event.
No, to
Get all
be
your
real
friends
though,
doing
like
it.
John's not an admin yet, but we'll add him sometime. But if you got the notification, If you got the notifications, there's this one kid, like some random strange kid that went to Ogoboji that none of us knew. He's like, I listen to your guys' podcasts all the time. I like really enjoy them a lot. And he like came up with like Braden something. He came up with like 6 questions for us tonight.
The
Nice.
fuck?
Right.
No,
and he's
no,
like,
shout out to him, like, congrats,
Yeah,
like, dang.
he,
No,
like,
that's awesome.
like,
but
it's weird to know. And then
it's weird to know that people actually listen
Well,
to this
Jay
shit.
He's gonna be listening to it now later, like, oh my gosh, those guys are talking about me.
Or he's gonna be like, you guys fucking suck. I'm done.
and then Jay goes and does sushi at the library, and like half the library ladies listen to our podcast.
Dude,
2 of them do I know.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
Oh, that's weird. Shout out to the library ladies.
Shout
I'll
out
give
to
you-
Mandy and Paula.
Yay! Do we get free books at the library?
Yeah.
What's his
With a library card.
Email
What's his
us.
name? What's his name?
Send us an email
Yeah,
for my
Brandon.
number.
His name's Braden.
Yeah.
Yo,
I think
for
it's
being-
Brandon or Brandon. I
For
can't
being our
remember.
biggest fan, I'll give
Our
you
first
like
fan.
our first fan. I'll give you 1 free gift, like 1 free OTP HJ.
Well, don't take the
like,
biggest fan
Just
away from me.
courtesy OTP HJ for being such
All right,
a
that's a
devoted
trend
fan.
that just needs to stop.
Also, Jay,
anything
I
over the
want
pants
to
needs
point
to
this.
stop.
Jay, I want to point this out to you, on the real. When you like our shit on our page, make sure you are not an admin on the page, because then it says the Roshambros likes their own post.
I can't complain because I'm gonna be honest. I never look at our Facebook page.
I didn't like. I
I
post
see the
shit.
post,
Yeah, I
but I
see
don't
the.
like get on as
Yeah.
an admin.
Right, no, because you know.
No, I keep on forgetting I need to
I let
post
you
this
guys
today.
do that shit.
Right.
I don't got time for
You
that.
guys, as in Kien, is like, you know what? Let me just write something real quick and put this on here. Okay.
guys, we've got questions. Too bad I'm the only one asking them.
What would you like?
Turns out Kian's also the one answering them.
No, it's
Robinson? Who
Keith-
is this man?
Keith Johnson. But no, but like while we were talking about this, I actually get more hit-up questions on my fucking Facebook page, my own Facebook page, than I do on our podcast. And so now I have to give them a shout-out when I post it to get them to listen. So I'll be like, all right, you guys should listen to our podcast.
Oh yeah, I don't get jack shit on my Twitter. And like I hashtag the fuck out of that shit.
Like, but you do get
Free
the...
Tom.
But you do get the... My sister's sugar daddy is her real dad.
That was pretty
The
good.
greatest
good one.
story ever.
I just
That is-
want to get to that point where when I look up my name on Google, I have my own page and there's like random pictures of me, and it says like Ryan Freeman, profession, podcaster, network, Roshambros since 2017, and it has the dash and it
So, well,
says present.
It would have to be. It would be 2016 technically.
I just-
If the true fans will know, it's 2016.
16.
I doubt any of
Just
them
been
listen to our
added.
shit on
This
SoundCloud.
has just been added right now as we speak.
I want to get to that point where whenever I post something super political on Twitter, the reaction is like 99% girls just being like, yes, daddy. Or like, daddy AF. Or like nothing to do with what I originally said.
Right. No. I feel like the surreal moment for me is when I wake up and I'm like, get an email that says, hey, just remember, you're going to be a guest at this convention. I'm like, what?
I like hope we reach that moment, and I also don't hope we reach that moment because some of the shit I say would get me in hot water, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'd be like on the news or some shit, and then just be like, Ryan Freeman recently coming under fire for comments he recently made.
No, I like-
17th time this year.
Ryan
It's
Freeman
still
starts-
January.
No, like
I'd have to be issuing apologies like comedians do, like coming onto the news and just be like, I swear to God, I'm not a misogynist. I'm just like using humor.
It's just funny. Get
I
over it.
can totally picture Ryan starting the church at Nico Cat Girls.
I'm in.
I'd start that church. Fuck yeah.
Did you see that thing I posted?
Yeah, I did.
God damn it.
The,
I mean, I'd
no.
I want a cat. What kind of cat? Good choice.
now now that we're
I demand science start funding this.
with alchemy, I was able to give myself cat ears. Human cat ears on cats.
What about human ears on a cat?
Dude, there's a picture of it. It's fucking
It's
weird.
fucking funny.
I
Of
think-
course, it's weird.
It's
but
fucking
it
weird.
intrigues
I think this
me.
podcast is my only chance to find my one true love that dresses like a cat all the time. She's just gonna come out of the woodwork at one of the conventions.
Hashtag love for Ryan.
She's just gonna come out to one of the conventions and she'd just be like, I love guys that are into cat girls. And I'd just be like, I'll marry you right now, bitch.
And then the divorce kicks in 6 months later. Prenup didn't have any.
Because she takes the cat ears
Yeah.
off to do it.
Yeah.
I was
Took the
like,
cat ears off once.
I've been lied to.
I thought you were.
They were permanent.
I thought you were actually a cat.
a fifth of the Roshambro's network stock gets taken by her, and she's like, now all we're gonna be doing is cat videos. I'm like, all right, you know what? That'll actually bring us up. I
Oh,
like
man.
your ideas.
Speaking of stock, I totally have something to add to this podcast.
What?
I mean, do you want to do it now? It's about video games.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 80% of From Software got bought out by another company.
What? No
The
shit.
company that does Dark Souls.
Oh wow.
And they bought a good portion of the Dark Souls stock and the Armored Core stock.
Oh.
And Armored Core is one of the games that the president Miyazaki has been talking about, and I can't remember the name of the company that bought it. But Armored Core is one of the games that they used to make back in the day that they've been talking about bringing back,
Right on.
because that's what Miyazaki really wants to do. And they've stated that there's 3 games that they're working on. They're working on a game that Dark Souls fans are going to be familiar with. And
Bloodborne 2.
I was gonna say Bloodborne too.
I actually doubt that it's going to be a Bloodborne 2
Oh,
because
thank
they've talked
God.
about not doing Bloodborne 2. But there's still a good chance that it could happen because Sony owns the rights to Bloodborne. But the other game is a franchise that they've worked on before, like a revamp of that. So a lot of people are thinking either Kingsfield or Armored Core. And then the third one is something nobody's ever heard of. Nobody's expecting, that kind of thing. And I think that what this company that bought up From Software is wanting them to do is revamp the Armored Core series.
What is Armored Core about?
It's like a mech fighting game.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it's pretty
That sounds
cool.
pretty dope.
I actually don't have a whole lot of experience playing this, except for I believe
There was a
Armored Core 4,
PSP game.
PS2,
Oh shit!
and
Oh,
that's the one that I played.
Oh,
but a lot
shit,
of
I
people said
remember
that
that game.
one wasn't as good as the rest of the series,
Probably
and
not.
I still really liked it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, anything with giant robots gives Kien a boner. So, girl dresses up as Gundam. That's my dream girl.
Ryan
God,
likes
yeah.
cat girls.
Kien likes
Kien
Gundam.
likes Robo girls.
Which is weirder? Discuss in the comments.
Discuss in the comments.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty excited.
Now let's just go to the legitimate news then. We got 5 trailers today. Ryan missed out on them like usual.
Thank God.
We're going to talk about The Tick first. And
Oh.
it's okay. I don't know.
It's odd.
I like...
I watched. Can you watch with me the
Yes, we
the
did.
pilot
We
episode
watched the
on
pilot
Amazon,
episode.
yeah, which was interesting.
Which we'll rewatch and review when it comes out again. For first impressions.
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I thought The Tick worked really well as a cartoon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but as live action, I just really don't think.
I
that
thought the first live action worked really well though.
I wasn't a huge fan. Like I just feel like it's so over the top.
Right.
Like, trying to watch some of the things that happen. just-
Right.
They don't even seem so unreal. They look so unreal.
Right.
Mhm.
But the
And
thing
even watching the trailer, like the animation when he's falling and when he lands on the ground and there's a big crater,
right.
it looks so fake
Right,
that
and
it
I
just
just-
takes me out.
I don't
of the
like
moment.
how they're gonna make it into a gritty, like, you know.
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't.
They're making a gritty. The
Yeah,
Tick?
gritty-esque. Yeah.
What?
It's like a
like,
great
no.
comedy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the first when we first watched the first episode, it just didn't feel like a Tick.
No.
Hell no.
Like, and I really liked the Patrick Warburton Tick because I thought that was
The Tick
fucking
just
hilarious.
doesn't tick.
Yeah. Like I just
Well-
and the cartoon was just amazing.
I
It
never
was
watched
just a
the cartoon.
parody of big muscular superheroes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I mean, what was the sidekick's name? Mortimer? Morty? Arthur. Arthur was just
it Arthur?
Yeah, Arthur the Mothman.
Okay.
He was just really funny and like it just because he was not like the Tick, but he wanted to be like him.
Yeah.
He was basically like the parody of Robin that everyone really liked. I don't like Robin. I think he's stupid. And the next trailer is The Birth of the Dragon. And all I've got to say is, y'all making Bruce Lee look like Goku in this, okay?
Yeah, that's the Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I just saw that trailer yesterday.
You guys are
actually.
they basically turned Bruce Lee into Goku.
I was watching that trailer and I was
He
like,
fine.
I kind of want to see this, but at the same time, this seems highly unrealistic.
Do you see who
Yeah.
produced it?
See, that's the
Blumhouse
thing,
Studios and WWE Studios. Blumhouse does horror, and the fucking WWE studio.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, as much as I really want like a Bruce Lee movie, I want it to be more true to what like
I know.
Right.
more
This is
true
just
Bruce Lee's
like
life.
pure action.
this is like a completely made up story that
Yeah.
they're just
He did fight
doing.
as Shifu.
Yeah,
did
I
fight,
know.
like,
yeah,
but he
I know
did,
that he did,
but it wasn't
they're-
like to the death.
and they're
things like that.
turning it into this big fantasy kung fu fight too, like all of this maneuvering
Doing
and
a flip
stuff.
off a pillar?
Yeah, exactly. The
Right.
flip
Yeah.
off the pillar and stuff
Right.
like
Did
that.
the-
That doesn't even.
I mean, I think the choreography looks
Make any
really fucking
sense that
cool
would
though.
have
Like, I
happened.
think the martial arts looks cool. Like, if
It's
I don't
cool.
think of it as a Bruce Lee movie, but the thing about it is,
I mean, like if anybody's been in a fight or even seen a real martial arts fight,
no one's going to be
they
doing
know
backflips.
nobody's doing
Backflips
backflips
is
off a
true,
pillar.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna catch you in midair,
and then toss you down.
snap your neck.
Like, it ain't no
It's-
Mortal Kombat shit.
When it gets to the part where he's just like, "Have I ever shown you my 1-inch punch?" and the dude just goes flying through the wall. It's like, right. And it's
Yeah.
like, it probably hurt, but I don't think it'd send him flying through the motherfucking wall.
I mean, it'll send you back a couple of feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on how much pressure. That's why the 6-inch punch is a lot worse, because he's using all of his force. And like the 1-inch punch is this, and so the 6 is all your fingers extended.
Well, it's not supposed to be like any forward motion. It's just like.
Right. No, it's like, and then the 1 inch is this because he just uses the inch worth of.
But at the
force.
same time, it's a
It's-
lot of
it's a lot of bullshit,
make-believe
minutia.
absent.
Right.
Yeah.
Absent.
Well, yeah, when
That's not
it
even a
flashed
word.
up based on
It
a true
is a
story,
word,
I
but
was
it's not
just
the right
like,
word.
ooh,
Pretty
right.
positive. It, like,
I was like, sure.
let's put air quotes on true story here. Like,
Well, like it was based on it, but they can do whatever the fuck they want
right,
now.
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Bruce Lee can argue it.
He's dead.
Comes back.
R.I.P.
Well, I mean, like anything, but the thing about the Bruce Lee brand is that it has to go through Shannon and
Yeah.
Laura Lee before anything happens. So obviously they don't give a shit. Like, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I mean, like, her father's legacy is still there.
Yeah, at this point, the way that I'm looking at it is they're trying to make some money off of
Right, but I feel like Bruce Lee,
whatever's
like
left
what
of
they
his
want to do, like
reputation.
it's like how they. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Like in China, they do a lot of Wong Fei Hung stories,
Mhm.
where it's not like even the Drunken Master is a Wong Fei Hung story, but it's not like Wong Fei Hung. That's what I feel like Bruce Lee is becoming
Mm.
in martial arts cinema. Is more of a folk hero
Okay.
than a real person.
Yeah, that's
Like,
very much where he's going.
he's-
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's very going into this like, in his time he was this whimsical person. I mean, I love Bruce Lee no matter what. I'm gonna go see it. Like anything Bruce Lee related, you're damn right I'm gonna go. Like, I have martial arts training because of Bruce Lee and Power Rangers. So I mean, my favorite character is Martial Law and Liu Kang. Like, I am a Bruce Lee fanboy, and I will 100% admit to that. And this next trailer is Mr. Mercedes, and what the fuck?
Yeah, that's just straight up what the fuck.
Definitely.
I don't know. This is one weirds me out because it's an AT&T produced
Yeah.
series.
Right.
It's like, what are they doing making television now? I mean, they don't even make good phones. So,
Maybe they're trying something new. Hope they hit better on that.
yeah.
Maybe
They're
AT&T
trying their best.
becomes like the next hit TV producers, and they stop making shit phones.
Right, they're not going to do that. That's
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
that won't happen. Maybe
We
they'll
can
make
hope.
decent TV, but
AT&T has no, Sprint has the Verizon. I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
like, it's a weird it's a Stephen King adaptation, and it's a crime thriller.
Yeah.
And at first, I thought it was like a possessed Mercedes car, but then
Yeah,
it just gets
no.
I shit you not. It
Yeah,
felt,
that's kind of
felt
what
like
it
at
seemed
first.
like at the beginning.
And then it got all weird, and it got to like this weird guy like we're gonna do better this time, Mama. I'm like, Stephen King writes a lot of like weird. That too, but he writes a lot of like weird like mom
Yeah.
stuff. like Sleepwalkers was the weirdest thing where like the son was fucking his mom to get energy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was
watch that
weird.
movie. It's
What?
fucking weird.
It was fucking
Sleepwalkers.
I'd rather not
Stephen King
answer
Sleepwalkers
that
is
description.
so fucking weird. They're cat people. They're were-cat people, and their weaknesses are cats.
Yeah.
So it's your type of movie. It's like cat ladies.
Incest
still-
is not my type of movie.
It's still fucking weird.
Yeah, it was.
Man.
But that's the thing. Like Stephen, like a lot of his books really do portray like the mother figure being like very prominent in some weird way, like almost fetishizing her.
They're pivotal and like, a crazy emotional attachment to them.
Borderline fetishizing, like, and unfortunately, as it sounds. Now, John and I are gonna.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Stephen King has this fun thing of like fucking people with people's mind. He knows a lot of people really idolize their mothers, so if he can just fuck with that, he knows he's gonna fuck with you.
Right.
Well, a lot of writers use that kind of fundamental extremism to like really put readers in a confused place.
Yeah.
Like look at how psycho and how crazy Norman Bates was about his
Exactly.
mom, even though
Right.
she was already dead.
And she was a
affected
crazy lady
like
too.
a lot of people that went back and watched that movie and stuff like that. Like
Right.
that's almost just a scary aspect all in itself. is
Right,
that
and,
someone
like-
is that obsessed with their mom past the point that she's dead.
Right. And I feel like that. I think that's like the key to like this whole move. It's a It calls itself a crime drama, but it's a lot more of a psychological thriller from what they're calling.
Yeah, it
what
kind of
they're
looks
showing
like
it.
that.
So I'm gonna give it a try. I think it looks interesting enough to.
It
be
looks interesting, but the trailer is also really difficult to follow.
right, and
It's very difficult to like.
it is very like there's a virus.
See what's
and
going
confu-
on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you have
Right.
very little basis of what's actually
Just a
going
lot
on.
of what the fucks.
You've pretty much got to guess the whole time.
Right. And so, excuse us while John and I excessively talk about Kingdom Hearts for like 5 minutes.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
We saw the
Fresh air.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
The Kingdom
released
Hearts
in
3 trailer that released
D3
earlier
Expo.
today at D23.
D23 Expo. It's a trailer.
Yeah, I'm still pretty excited for the game. We finally got an actual release year, 2018.
Gonna be 2020. Calling
Yeah.
it right now.
I could foresee it being delayed, but I'm really hoping that it's not.
Right, it'd be sad if it was.
Because-
delayed like 20 times.
Yeah, right.
Because I've been waiting for this game for a long time.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I've been waiting for that for a while now
Right.
too. But
All the shit you see on it just makes you really excited, but you're like, homeboy, we're not gonna get this for a
I'm
very
actually
long time.
less excited for Final Fantasy 13 than I am for the next Kingdom Hearts because I've already played Final Fantasy 13.
17. 7.
Or yeah.
17, 7,
Seven.
3, 5, 4, I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
true. There's so many of them. Like how
Right.
Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to be 13 verses, and that was supposed to come out like 10 years ago.
The only thing I want to bring up is that I like that they're still keeping true to the Final Fantasy thing, where the Kingdom Hearts thing, god damn it,
Yeah, they're keeping true to the Final Fantasy thing of you have no idea what the fuck's going
fuck
on.
is going
and not a
on, and
single game
like
pertains
you
to
have
shit.
to be part of that. You have to understand that lore for years to get into it. But the thing that really got me is that like they showed the Toy Story area, and Sora
In
is
the
a
new
toy.
trailer.
Yeah, in the new trailer, Sora is a toy. And what's changed is that the support system changed. Is that you both get Donald and Goofy.
From the looks of the trailer in the Toy Story world, is that Donald and Goofy are staying in your party, and then now you have the other two, Buzz and Woody, from the Toy Story world in your party, as well.
And you're gonna get a fucking toy mecha. And if you look very closely, and I'm one of those people, it's a comment like the.
Well,
the,
I don't really know if it was a toy mech. It was
was a mech.
almost more like a heartless
But
design.
it wasn't a heartless.
But it didn't seem to have much toy aspect.
Do you know
to
what it is?
Your mom's a mech.
Yeah, she is. She's a fucking robot. No,
kinda.
do you want to know what it is? If you look closely, I'm weird like this. It's the combination of the Heartless sign, the Nobody sign, and the Universal Keyblade Knight sign, all together in one. So that's the new antagonist.
They haven't introduced anything about a new antagonist. It's just
They-
the Heartless and the Nobodies yet.
No, but the creator just pointed that out.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Right, they just pointed that out. And then the last one is A Wrinkle in Time. And once again, I gotta be like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, why the fuck is
I don't
Oprah
understand.
Winfrey in a movie?
Because Oprah apparently needs more money, question mark?
We got
That's-
fucking.
Yeah.
Talking about-
Oprah.
Zach
She's been giving
Galifianakis
way
is
too
in
many
this
fucking
movie, too.
cars. Yeah.
And so is
I ran over Oprah.
Reese without her spoon.
Yeah.
Chris Pine, and it's the
Like-
first book of The Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it had a good cast, so I'm kind of excited for it.
I kind of want to see this baked, so like when we do the review, if you wonder why I give it a 9 out of 10,
It's because it made him trip
because
balls.
it made me trip balls.
Yeah, let's just do a load of peyote. before we
Right.
get
I
ready.
was totally gonna say like this is gonna make Kien trip balls and he can't handle anything.
That's what it felt like. It felt like a peyote trip. It's like when I watched Doctor Strange, I was like, good Jesus, this is
Right.
amazing.
It looks like another Doctor Strange or Inception kind of weird bullshit. You
Right.
have no idea what the fuck's going on, but you might figure it out at the end.
Right. Yeah, and it's just I'm excited for it. Like it's a weird trailer. You should all check it out.
Yeah.
And then we go to the real news. Avengers Infinity Wars
Oh, the
has
real
wrapped up.
news.
Yeah.
We're just doing
Nah.
fake,
Fake
news at this
news.
point.
You're fake news. You're fake news. You're all fake news besides Fox and Friends. I love you.
Fuck Fox and Friends.
Morning Joe. Talk about Morning Blow.
God damn it.
Yeah, Sean Hannity, that's my guy.
I love that Sean Hannity. College dropout, knows what he's talking about.
You sound more like, oh god, what the fuck is his name? One of the Clintons right now.
Bill Clinton.
Like,
No, I sound more like JFK.
yeah. Oh yeah, Kennedy. There
The
we
Kennedys.
go.
I sound more like
Yeah.
one of the Kennedys. Max
That's
is
not
taking his
what you
headache
can do
medicine
for
because
your
he's now
country.
doing a shitty Donald Trump impersonation.
Alright, anyways, real
Ask
news.
not what the podcast can do for you.
Ask what
you can do for the podcast.
Oh,
Them
somebody
Russian
needs to
Bros
kill
guys.
me.
Those Russian Bros guys, those are real news guys.
Listen to them every night. So good.
I demand we just start making clickbait.
Donald Trump likes the Roshambro podcast. Okay.
Doubtful.
It'll get taken down instantly.
We're real news.
Real news. That's gonna be the title. Horror. Real news.
Real nerd news.
Avengers Infinity Wars wraps up filming, and
Really?
at the
With
D23.
the Hawkeye
Nice.
guy still
Yeah,
broken arm
yeah, he broke his arm like probably the last few days of filming.
for the first one? I thought
Yeah.
they were doing both together.
They did them both together.
He might have
They're
already had
done
all his-
already?
Yeah, they did. It was
Yeah,
a
they're
fucking
done.
year, dude.
Yeah.
I guess, but I mean,
Usually movie production only takes like 6 months, but because they do back to back, it took like a year.
well, at the same time, that almost kind of worries me because Infinity Wars 2 is still so far down the line.
It's 2 years from
Yeah,
now.
it's only 2 years from now.
Maybe
yeah,
it
but
is just
imagine how
Infinity
much
Wars.
other film
Right, maybe it is just Infinity Wars and they're
technology is
taking a
going to
break
come
because
out in the
Chadwick.
next 2 years.
You're right. Maybe it is just Infinity Wars 1.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
assuming because they were filming back to back, they were both done, but you're right, I could be wrong.
That would make more sense.
What they do, what the big news is, though, at the D23 Expo, they introduced the other antagonist for Thanos' posse.
Oh, that's the big thing from D23, but we're
Bossy.
not going to talk about Star Wars land.
Hold on, that's at the very end.
Oh.
The black one. Yeah, that's not, like, that has nothing to do with movies and TV, so that's the end.
I
We
mean,
do
Wars is a
movies,
movie
TV,
series,
and
and it has
no,
a
but
TV
we do
show.
movies, TV, and miscellaneous. That's miscellaneous.
Oh, for fuck's sake, just go.
Alright,
Right.
yeah.
They introduced the Black Order, which are Thanos' other children, so that means Gamora
okay.
and fucking Nebula's siblings are introduced in the series.
So, are they like real brother and sister? Or
No,
are they, okay,
they're
that's
like
what I
adopted
thought.
brother and sister.
That's what I was thinking because this one makes it. So far, the Guardians has kind of made it seem like the Gamora and Nebula are almost like actual sisters.
They're adopted. They like Nebula is from another
Yeah,
one.
that's
and-
how it is in comics.
And it
such,
is in
but-
this one too, but they've been together forever, so like.
Yeah, they just never like reiterate or anything, and the way that they play
And
it off is.
they look
almost
really,
like
they
they're
look
real.
really cool.
Mhm.
Like, there's a lot of mocap involved in them. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm not gonna how I feel about that though, because I don't like motion capture.
I do when it's done well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag Gollum.
Hashtag Caesar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag the future Rampage movie.
The Friday the 13th game used a lot of motion capture that worked really well.
Right,
For them
yeah.
With Jason's character.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like motion capture works better in video games though because you're not mixing with
Right.
real
Yeah,
elements.
exactly.
Oh God, right? Yeah, I totally understand that. And the Black Panther set photos have come out,
Ooh.
and holy shit!
The more I see about the Black Panther movie, the more I
The
just get
more-
a massive boner for
I
it.
get like,
Yeah.
and I was like talking with someone. I have a really close African American friend, and we were talking about this. He's like,
Sure you do.
"Yeah, I do."
Yep.
That's where this is going now.
No, he was
I
like,
have plenty. I have plenty of African American friends. I have plenty of them. They love me.
he would say colored, by the way, but no.
The fuck is wrong with you, Max?
You guys are about ready to make my brain explode.
Right, but no, like no.
I
we
know
were-
many Mexicans. I'm friends with them all.
We are definitely gonna get this. This one's gonna get pulled.
This one's got what? This is what's gonna get us noticed. We're gonna make news for this shit,
Yeah, we are.
especially if it gets pulled down.
Yeah.
Douchebag teenagers make terrible YouTube videos.
Teenage-
I mean,
we're
we're
adults,
Exactly.
motherfucker.
We sound like a bunch of fucking teenage
Teenagers.
idiots, though.
Right, but no, like we were talking, and he's like, "You do realize that Black Panther would not have been made 5 years ago, right?" I'm like, "I don't know what you mean." He's like, "No one would be willing to take a risk on an all-black cast besides the main antagonist 5 years ago."
I
It wasn't
don't
until
know about 5
I don't know.
years ago, maybe
That-
10.
10.
no, but that wasn't
But-
involving gang violence or slavery. Just
Okay.
having a main protagonist being a black superhero.
I don't know. I still don't really see it 5 years ago. Again, maybe 10,
10 years, yeah.
10, 15, but maybe not 5.
I don't know,
I
cause
mean, we've been moving past the race thing in Hollywood for a long time.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, because like Luke Cage still got people being like, "Well, that's just a black TV show."
It wasn't, though.
It was a fucking cool TV
It
show.
was.
That's what
Yeah, but that was coming from people who didn't watch it.
yeah.
I know. This is
Yeah.
gonna be the same thing with Black Panther. Like they're like, "This is just an all-black cast. This is a black movie."
Well,
That's the thing that
I
bothers.
mean, it.
Andy Serkis is black.
You know what I mean, though. That's
Yeah,
the
I
thing
know
that
what you
bothers
mean,
me. Like
yeah.
if you have more than one black person in a movie, it legitimately just becomes a black movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
like Harold and Kumar is like an Asian stoner guy. That's
it
literally
goes
what
back
people.
to that Master of None episode,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like literally when Harold and Kumar come out, everyone's like, "Oh, that's just an Asian stoner comedy." Like
Really? Because I've never heard that.
I don't know.
I had
like,
people say that.
I'm really on the fence about things that are like this because I really want there to be more diversity in Hollywood. But at
Right.
the same time, when you point it out, even if it's in a good way, you're pointing out that this is an evolution of film in a way to include multicultural people.
Right. No.
And when the more you try and point out that it's an inclusion of that, the more that it sunders the effect
the more
of it actually
adversity is that's
happening.
going to happen.
I mean, like, I think both, like, add fuel. I think both add fuel to the fire. I think
Right.
those dumb people that go, like, this is just like a black TV show and stuff are part of the problem. But then you have the other half of the problem where it's people that make a point of saying that this is, like, an all-black cast and stuff. Like, even if they mean it in a good way, that's just adding to the problem just by
The reason I
pointing it
wanted
out.
to bring the reason
Like,
I wanted
a TV show should be able to be a TV show
without
race.
without having to point out the race of the characters.
But the
involved.
reason that I was gonna bring up the whole black thing is that the main antagonist, his comic book hero, his comic book villain name is called Manape, but they're not going to call him Manape because you know the stereotype of black people being monkeys. That's the only reason I was gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
And what I mean is that's a very understandable thing
It
because
is.
you run a weird thin line if you do that. I mean, you can't tell me that's not a true thing.
But
Like,
I thought-
Yeah.
with the character's name being Manape and being African
I
American,
thought
you
Andy
run.
Serkis was his character was gonna be
He's the main villain, but one of
Okay.
the other villains that are in it is called
Okay.
Manape.
Thank you.
Well, his character was called Manape,
Okay.
but he's not gonna be called that. Like, the only reason I'm bringing this up is like that's where I was bringing this up. There's this weird thin line of like how Black Panther in itself isn't racist, but a lot of the black heroes that were created always had the term black in front of them. Black Lightning, Black Manta. All these characters, they were African American under it. That's what I mean. Like, they're trying to, like, bring the character in without making it sound weird. Like, I still think you could still have called Black Lightning nowadays.
Well,
like,
I mean, look at like Static Shock.
right.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't
not
have
called-
black in
yeah.
his
Right.
name, and
Yeah.
people still thought that was a great series. And
Exactly.
They
Oh, I
never
love
made it.
Static
And that's what I
They
mean,
never
like-
really made it a point to bring
But what
up
I
his
mean is
skin
like the
color either.
the comic books in the '60s to make them be like, this is a different hero because he's black. They would put black in front of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's back then when they were
Right.
ignorant.
No, that's what I mean.
Stupid.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, should you change their name?
Brian means everybody, not black people.
Brian means everybody. Brian is Ryan's racist alter ego, apparently.
Who lives in a trailer park?
Who lives in-
Ouch. Too far.
But no,
This is
but-
Iowa.
No,
Everybody
but-
lives
but
in a
me-
trailer park.
Me saying that, I mean, like, the people that made those names were ignorant back
Right,
then.
right. No, I get you. I
Yeah.
understand. Like, this is Ryan's first apology.
Yeah, like I don't think that those people made those names in a manner to be racist.
Racist, but they
No,
wanted
I
to
just think-
differentiate
Not
them
in-
from
yeah,
like,
at
I don't
that
think they did it
time.
inherently.
right.
That was just like,
Super Friends was the most guilty though. Like they could have just named Vulcan, Black Vulcan, Vulcan, but they're like, he's Black Vulcan. He uses electricity and he's African American.
Shit.
Right? No, like that's what I mean. Like,
I feel like I'm gonna have to issue a lot of
Apologies,
apologies
yeah.
because I know exactly what I want to say most of the time, but most of the time it comes out wrong and not the way that I mean shit.
we're bad at words.
I'm gonna issue an apology for this next news story.
Oh no.
Thor Ragnarok has a different name in Japan, and the Japanese title is Mighty Thor Battle Royale.
Motherfucker.
Whoa.
Mighty Thor Battle Royale.
Why'd they change the name?
Because Japan does that.
They do.
They change
Well,
their
different
name.
countries
Change their names, but like
It could honestly be like a whole different things. A lot of the reason that countries will change things like wordage and stuff like that is because it doesn't translate well.
Right.
Like the
Right.
word Ragnarok might just not translate that well into Japanese.
That's a fucking lie. Because if you ever watched Kenichi's Greatest Disciple, his main antagonist was Ragnarok.
Yeah, but they had a different Japanese name for it.
No, it was just Ragnorak.
Yeah, but they called it Ragnarok.
Right.
But will that necessarily translate the same in the Thor title?
Probably
as
not.
that
They could have
did?
just called it like End of Days. They didn't change fucking X-Men Apocalypse. I'm pretty sure they don't have a name for Apocalypse.
They don't have to, but if they didn't get like a specific screen-written title to give it, then they're just gonna do what they feel is best for it.
I just want to say I really like the title. I like Japan's title for this more than I like Thor Ragnarok because I just think it sounds way cooler.
It does sound way
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah,
does
it's kind
sound
of it. I
way
mean, I'll have
more.
to see the movie because the way that naming it Thor Ragnarok makes it sound is that this is about like the Norse end of time, because that's what Ragnarok is in Norse mythology.
Well,
is-
death does come and destroy Asgard,
yeah.
Right.
which
So-
is one of the cataclysms of Ragnarok.
And that's what I'm kind of wondering too. Like, are they
Right.
actually gonna touch up on the end of time, or are they just
I
gonna,
don't
like
think so.
I doubt it.
send Thor into space to fight the Hulk for a little while? and
Right.
call
That's
it a
what I
movie?
feel like because they're in Shi'ar,
Yeah.
where Planet Hulk was set in.
hmm
And we had this conversation the last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
Check it out in the link below.
I guess they do change the name of movies for westernization though.
Right.
So
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, we do
It's
the
pretty-
same thing
yeah.
to them too.
The
And
DVD.
it's just the name.
Right. And the DVD release of Spider-Man Homecoming will have more Captain America PSAs.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Oh my God.
so happy.
Good.
I love those. No, Max and I were talking about this. Max is pissed off at spoiler alert.
I wanted
At
to
the
fucking
end of-
leave because I hate the end credits anyways. I want to watch them on YouTube. And Captain America just made us all feel like shit.
For staying at the end. I
Well, remember
love
the
that
Deadpool
ending.
one? It was the same way.
Yeah.
Are you guys expecting more?
Right. And
That
I
was
love that. I
hilarious.
love the meta-ness of that one.
no, I'm glad. Maybe now we can finally stop having fucking end credit scenes. I'm getting so sick of those.
They won't.
I mean, I kinda
Well, they're
like
kind of
them.
just calling people out on them now, so hopefully people stop staying to watch them and they can start phasing them out. 'cause now
Did you
there's, like,
see the
3 or
internet
4.
backlash of it though?
What? It was
Dude,
bad.
Dude,
about
it
the
was
internet.
yeah, they were pissed off. They're like, "Why are you making fun of me just because I'm devoted to your movies? Guess I'll never go to another Marvel movie again."
I'm
God,
devoted
I
to movies.
fucking
I thought
hate
it fucking
nerds.
hilarious.
Yeah, we're the
Butthurt about
worst.
shit.
Yeah, nerds are the worst though.
Yeah,
they
we
get all
are.
butthurt about shit. I get butthurt. Like, I get butthurt for Dragon Ball Super stuff. So, like, I understand it, but at the same time, like, dude, it's just a movie. And it played that off
It
magically.
did.
I guess
Oh my
I have
God.
no room to talk. I get so butthurt about football stuff.
Right. Yeah, Ryan
Yeah,
pulls
when
into
I'm-
sports.
Anything about video
Fuck your
games, I see a
Packers.
trailer I don't like, and
He deserves to die.
my ass is sore.
You're a
Right.
Vikings fan.
Exactly.
God, you're a sad sack of shit.
What has your team done the past like 50
how's
years?
that 5-0
Nothing.
lead and then just tell me that?
I don't know. Felt pretty good to fuck up the Packers again.
Okay.
Just because they
Dude,
can
you
come
beat
back
us
from beating
one-
everything else.
You just beat us one time in the season in week 2.
Exactly. Fucked up your season already. Ain't no getting perfect
We
season.
won out and went to the playoffs.
I don't give a shit. You still don't get a perfect season.
Max and
Fuck
Ryan,
you.
preview of Max and Ryan's Future Sports Podcast, apparently.
Fuck the Vikings.
Suicide Squad
Yay,
2
sports ball.
is in talks with the guy who directed The Shallows, Jaume Colletserra. And all I gotta say is, I guess,
Your name
What is it?
sounds great.
Jaume Colletserra,
What is it about?
he directed The Shallows, and he's in talks to direct Suicide Squad 2.
Oh.
Alright.
As long as they don't get the same director for the first one.
I mean, I like The Shallows, but wasn't that a shark movie?
Yeah,
It
one-
was a
yeah.
shark movie.
So what correlates this to
Killer
being-
shark.
Killer Croc.
the new
Killer
shark.
thing.
I don't.
Oh no, they're gonna have King Shark in
King
there,
Shark could be
and
awesome.
that's
I
what's
don't
gonna
know who the
change it.
fuck was sitting
I
there
think-
watching The Shallows and just being like, this guy directed a shark movie. Nobody would be really good at probably Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
At this point, anybody could direct Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
At this
And
point,
nobody
anyone
would
could
give a
direct-
shit.
At this
Whoever
point,
did
anyone...
the Teletubbies movie would do a better job with
Wait,
Suicide
there's a
Squad.
Teletubbies
I'm pretty
No,
I'm
sure.
pretty
I'm
sure
like
there
pretty
is
sure.
somewhere.
I've never directed
There's
a
gotta
movie in
be
my life.
somewhere.
I'm pretty sure that if you gave me a crew and the equipment, I could direct a better movie than the piece of shit that came out that was Suicide
I'm
Squad.
pretty sure anyone besides the lady who directed Wonder Woman on the not boring parts
They could
could
literally
do a better
they could
fucking
literally
movie
walk
than
into
any DC
any
extended universe.
porn studio, pick out one of the guys who's usually just running a camera,
Please,
and
I'd
have
love
him
to see
direct
some.
it, and it would be better.
I'd love to see Suicide Squad just be one long porno.
That's
They
Without
have
the-
that.
without the-
Search X videos, bruh.
without the pornography parts.
It's not the same. I actually want
Just
to.
shoot the whole movie as a porno, then before they release it, cut the porn out.
Like
Oh
the
my
Family
God.
Guy, like
Just
that American
4
Dad
minutes long.
that American Dad episode.
Do
where
I
they
want to
fu-
watch some chick that is dressed up as Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, or do I actually want to watch Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn? I actually want to watch Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
No, I was
Obviously.
just saying, like that family, like that
I can
American
answer
Dad
that for
episode
you.
where they found Fast and the Furious 7, and it's
Yeah.
all porn, and they just cut it all out for the final movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They filmed the porn stuff for France. Oh my god.
What?
If all movies did that,
Right.
I'll tell you what.
Hey.
Now I'm gonna go into Ryan's favorite movie
Left too
franchise.
loaded up for that.
Right. Ryan's favorite movie franchise, them Transformers.
Oh yeah, they're my faves. I love those.
The
fucking
Bumblebee
movies.
spin-off lands a male lead and female lead with Jorge Lendenberg Jr. and Haley Steinfeld.
I hope to God something ruins the production of that film. Like all the props go up in flames or some shit.
One of the
Oh.
Transformers explodes and lights onto fire and then falls on all of the directors, producers, and writers.
No. Jorge Lendenberg hasn't been in a lot of things, but Haley Steinfeld was the girl in True Grit,
Oh, she
and
did a
she
good
was
job.
also in Pitch, and she was also in
Pitch
Pitch
Perfect,
Perfect.
That's great. I like a lot of Mark Wahlberg's movies. That doesn't mean that I'm excited whenever I see him in a Transformers movie.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where watching movies I don't really get that excited for actors because it's mostly the writing and the producing that really gets me on
Right.
movies now. It's
Right.
not really the actors.
Right. It's a movie. One of us is gonna have to go see it.
Not me.
Nope.
I guess I'll take a
I'm
bullet.
already watching all these damn horror movies.
Never
Kien
again.
signed me up for.
I have to go to My Little Pony. I feel like I get to say no to whatever I want.
Okay,
volunteered
yeah.
for that.
You volunteered.
I'm
We all
pretty-
volunteered for that
I'm
as long as
pretty
we wear
sure-
horse heads.
I'm pretty
Horse
sure I
heads.
have Sam who's gonna go with me, so
Right.
I
No,
at least won't look like a weird person.
No,
You're
going
gonna
by
look more like a
myself.
weird-
You
person.
already dragged me to the last night, and I really didn't want to fucking see that movie, but I had to anyway.
What's the
So
last night?
The
last Transformers movie.
You fucking idiot.
We just talked about that. Oh my god.
God.
Jay, have
Damn.
another beer.
The more we talk about movie reviews, though, the more like Max and I were sitting in the theater today. I'm like, one of us is gonna have to see this pile of shit.
Fuck.
Like Jay,
fine.
like that's the thing. I would have saw War of the Planet of the Apes, but Jay already saw it. I'm like, all right, hey Max, there's this other movie called Wish Upon that didn't get a really extra release date like Planet of the Apes did. I guess we should go see it and review it.
I'm really glad you didn't drag me.
No,
to
you're
that
fine,
one.
but you are going to the Valerian one, right?
Oh yeah, I actually
Yeah.
want to see that.
I actually really want to see that too. But yeah, no, that was yeah. So one of us is gonna see this pile of shit.
I mean, I'll probably go. I don't know if I'll go with you guys because I'm guessing Jay will probably text me and forget to tell you guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
fuck you, Jay.
Fuck you, Jay.
Shit.
Yeah. Jay's just sitting there like, oh, I don't mean to.
That doesn't happen every third time I go to the movies.
I only bring that up because after I watched that Let's Play that you guys did, the next video that came up in the feed was the Alien Covenant review, and you were bitching at the very beginning about how Jay didn't invite you to go see it with us.
Yeah, hey, we're reviewing Alien Covenant. I didn't get to go see it, but Ryan and Max got to. Ryan and Jay got to.
That was just after Comic Con that we got back.
So?
Max got lucky enough to see. We all got invited to Guardians, and no one wanted to go besides Max.
What?
When you kept fucking pestering everybody about who wants to go see Guardians, I finally fucking bit the bullet and was like, yeah, Jay, I'll go with you.
That ended up being a good review, though.
It was a good movie, but Jesus, Jay,
That was an
get the
hour-long
fucking
review.
point.
Yeah, don't pussyfoot. Just be like, do you guys want to go or not? Because let's just go by myself.
It was like 2 hours of Jay going, so does anybody want to go?
And then he made a poll, and then Max made a poll.
I made a poll, was like, who the fuck wants to see
And
this?
Jay just wrote, doesn't matter because we're all going to die anyway. So I'm like, all right, I'm not even going to fuck this movie anyways. Fuck this movie.
I thought Ryan said that one.
It doesn't fucking
No, that was
matter.
you.
I can't remember.
And then back to the news.
I don't remember a lot of things
Yeah.
I say.
Godzilla King of Monsters adds a Walking Dead star, Elizabeth Ludow, who played Arat on The Walking Dead.
What's her name again?
Arat?
I do not remember.
Elizabeth
that character.
Ludow. I got a picture.
Yeah, once I see a picture, I'm probably gonna know.
I
I'm still bad with
can't.
names.
Max, guys, I came prepared this time. I brought pictures.
Yay!
I brought pictures. Yeah, I brought pictures, and it is even in my news file.
Are they nudies?
No, I wish. My hentai's on here somewhere.
Yes.
Everybody steal Kien's
I
computer.
mean, I just like it for the animation.
Right.
So
You can't
much
use
Right.
better
That's her.
real.
That's her.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Oh
she
yeah,
wasn't
I
in-
remember her now.
She wasn't in there very long.
Yeah,
but
she was very, very briefly.
Very brief, but she's gonna be in the new Godzilla monster movie.
That's
Cool.
kind of cool.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I'm not really that concerned with the human characters, honestly. Knowing that this is going to be a monster-focused Godzilla.
Honestly, that's all I want. I just want more monsters kicking the shit out.
Yeah, please do not do a repeat of the 2014 Godzilla movie.
Right.
Right,
That
yeah.
that is all I'm asking.
Like we've gotten a few decent. Like I like the political aspect with the Godzilla movies a little bit more than the monster aspect. But we've gotten a good amount of political Godzilla movies over the past couple of years. I'm ready for some good monster fights,
Yes.
and I think Kong Skull Island did a really good job.
It was a fun movie. It
I
was
just
stupid,
didn't.
but
I just
fun.
didn't like the monsters that Kong was fighting because they weren't
Right.
They weren't an already established monster, and I feel like they didn't do enough to build them up in that movie.
You didn't like the skull crawlers? You weren't a big fan
I
of?
liked
cool
them.
looking.
They were cool and everything, but they didn't have any build up to them. They
Right.
just had fucking
Kong's there to make sure they don't do bad stuff.
yeah, the drawings on a wall, and then all of a sudden there they are. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I get you on that. I feel you. I feel you, homie. So next we're gonna go with, because we have a horror theme, 3 R.L. Stien Fear Street movies are in the works by Fox. And the way I see this, and this is not super weird, is that I really hope this is scary and not stupid.
Yep.
Yep.
I We'll talk about R.L. Stien later on. I just did not have fun with the Goosebumps movie.
I enjoyed it.
It ruined the Goosebumps for me. To be honest with you,
I really didn't want a kids movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want a kid.
Goosebumps.
Like,
I wanted a kids horror movie, you know, like to
Yeah.
give you
Like
the
the TV show.
Right.
The TV
was.
show
Yeah.
was really good.
right, and that's what we did not get though. We did not get the.
No, it was a very.
Yeah.
With this, I feel like we're gonna get the horror of the TV show. That's like child-friendly horror, but horror nonetheless.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we're gonna get like the Courage the Cowardly Dog
I
feeling.
would have preferred that over what we got in the Goosebumps movie. Like,
Right, 100%. Now, with this in mind, if you guys want to come over here to take the next story is Quentin Tarantino's next film will be all about Charles Manson.
I heard about
I read that. Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't know how to feel about
I don't know
this.
either.
I think it could be interesting.
It could be a movie.
With a very Tarantino spin.
Um,
All I know is that whoever gets cast as Charles Manson is gonna say the N-word at least one time for no apparent reason because it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like Quentin Tarantino. He's one of my favorite directors in Hollywood.
Right,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I have high hopes for this movie.
Well, as
I
long
always
as it's-
find serial killer movie. Well, I mean, like messed up movies, kind of like that, very interesting. Like the Zodiac movie was really interesting. I know Charles Manson isn't really a serial killer, but
He's a serial killer.
oh yeah, he is.
He's
I
a
was
serial
thinking of the
killer.
other
I
dude.
thought he was a cult
Yeah.
leader, right? Or was that-
But he still
Okay.
murdered people.
Yeah,
He is a serial killer.
yeah, he made He's
You have to
Like-
kill multiple people to be a serial
Charles
killer.
Manson is a serial
Okay,
killer.
yeah, Charles Manson,
Manson is a serial killer. I'm just saying.
I think those dark, twisted subjects, when handled properly, can make really good
Well,
movies.
as long as it doesn't suck like the Hateful Eight did.
Hateful Eight was fun but
It
weird.
had some
I
good
did not see
dialogue. But it was
Like I said, Hateful Eight is one of those other ones where like it's just Quentin Tarantino getting the right to say the N-word and everyone will be like, "Oh, he said the N-word."
All right.
Now, if y'all would come over here to take a gander at these new images of just movies and stuff,
Do I have to move?
we do. We're going to talk about the first images of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider and the first images from Ready Player One.
Okay.
One of them has me more psyched.
One of them has you. One
Is
of
it
them.
the one with or without boobs?
It's Ready Player One. I really love that.
The one without boobs. So let's talk about Tomb Raider first before we get Jay to do weird nerd stuff.
Her tits aren't big enough. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
They're not
big enough and they're not pointy enough.
Right,
for
my
me.
problem with Lara
Not
Croft
triangle.
is that they're not triangle titties. And we
Polygons.
need, we need,
I need my polygons.
We need more polygon titties. Hashtag more polygon titties.
I'm sorry, but what do you think about when you think Lara Croft? You think huge boobies,
Huge polygon.
giant knockers.
No,
I
is it
mean,
your-
more so when it comes to the new Tomb Raider games, I think of like some weird dungeon torture porn.
Yeah.
It's like the first 15 minutes of both games are her just
Being tortured.
impaled and skewered and falling
Just
and
Those
hitting.
spots
fucked
are
up.
savage, though. He
Yeah,
dies.
especially
Just
in the
getting
first
fucked
one, yeah.
up.
Who's
Right.
the actor that's playing her?
Oh,
Well,
fuck,
it's not
what is-
Noah Luddington who acted.
That picture does
Or-
look.
it looks realistic. It looks like her.
From,
Yeah, it does.
That one movie about robots.
It looks
Oscar
very-
Isaac in it.
I have no idea what
Alicia
you're talking about.
Vikander.
Never heard of her.
Vikander.
Uh,
She was in. Hold up. She was in.
movie.
Oh shit. She does not. She was in Ex Machina and The Danish
Oh.
Girl.
Yep, X-Men. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
and The Danish Girl.
interesting movie.
I mean, she looks Lara Croft-esque.
Yeah.
Like they're
She looks very much like
I
the
mean,
new Lara
it
Croft.
doesn't take much to look Lara Croft-esque at this point in time.
Yeah,
Right.
She looks like a
Skinny
very
brunette, you
generic.
play it off.
Very
right,
generic now. I
Right.
think.
right. And I totally like. I don't
Not
know.
that she didn't look generic
Before,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I will-
Because again, skinny brunette, large
Right.
boobs.
Yeah.
could've
I
done
will
it
give.
in
I will
past
give it.
Lara
I will.
Croft.
Obviously, one of us is gonna have to review it when it comes out.
I'll watch it.
I mean,
I
I'm
mean-
not totally opposed. I love the Tomb Raider
Yeah.
games. So
I
John's the video game guy. I'm pretty sure John.
Oh, the
I hope
last
it's
two games
good.
are pretty fun.
Right.
If it's
Yeah.
better than the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies, then it'll be a step up.
Fuck you. They were fun.
They were fun.
They're
They
stupid.
were fun, but I wouldn't call them good.
Good. They're not a
Yeah.
good humor.
All
They're
it
good.
was like, here,
I wouldn't even
check
call
out,
it a good movie.
check out Angelina Jolie in a bikini. There you go.
Pretty much.
Or half naked in the shower.
Yeah.
And her
Or
British
just her-
butler being like,
That's all it
oh, you
was.
should wear more
Or just her
clothes.
boobs and her butt and short shorts. I was gonna say
Right.
boobs and
You
short
should choose
shorts.
6 sour.
Can we see boobs
Can we
and short
see
shorts?
that?
Yeah,
Is
shorts
that a
on their
thing?
chest.
Which-
This is like, we're gonna have to like write 4 apologies by the end of this podcast.
Which, don't get me wrong, teenage Ryan back in the day loved those movies for
Oh yeah,
obvious
teenage kids
reasons.
love those days.
But
Love those
adult Ryan wants like a very story-driven movie.
And then Jay, please take the lead on the first image of Ready Player One.
So, it's Ready Player One, which is based off a book by Ernest Cline.
And what is that book about?
It's set in a dystopian future. Shut up, Ryan.
I was laughing at Kien's face, but
Oh.
alright.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I'm
Anyway,
laughing at you
like,
too,
so-
that's easy enough.
Point taken. So there's this huge like virtual reality called the Oasis, and basically people can play games, shop, and that's already all out now. And the creator of it, he dies, and he leaves this huge like Willy Wonka-esque like if you do this shit, you can become the owner of the company, and he leaves these Easter eggs that people have to find. And the main character, Wade.
Wilson?
No, not Wade Wilson. It's Wade. I can't remember his last name. Wade. His character name is Percival in the game, and he and some other people he meets up eventually. They're called Gunters, and they look for the Easter egg, and they're trying to stop this evil corporation that's going to take over. It's a really fun game. It's built of a bunch of like pop culture. Well, it's a fun book. I mean, it's built of a bunch of pop culture, video game, and movie, TV references and stuff.
Tell us about the first image.
I'm sorry, anyway. First image, so it shows Wade. He's obviously using
As enthralled as I was by that.
his Oasis rig.
Thanks, Tolkien.
Fuck off. His Oasis rig, which is a VR system, and he's in his van. That's what I think that picture is. He's in a van, like in the book. And I'm pretty psyched, but I have a grain of salt again to it because obviously not going to get like all the rights to the video games. So hopefully it's a decent adaptation.
And
still
it's
gonna be-
always difficult
Yeah.
with virtual reality video game movies too.
Also difficult to get the rights to the shit that they play because they
Yeah,
actually have
yeah.
Voltron in the book.
There's a bunch of
I know. Just reiterating.
Well,
yeah, but there's a bunch of franchises they're gonna have to get.
Right.
Which if they don't, they get all of it. Hopefully
They make
they'll be good.
parodies of it. There's
Yeah.
like, I think parody laws, like you can get rid of any.
Like I'm looking forward to it very much. So
That's good. Another one is John and I are going to talk about real quick. New Pokemon movie about Ash's origin story doesn't have Brock or Misty in it.
Yeah, a lot. Well, there's a lot of things that are kind of missing from the original anime adaptation
Which I'm cool with.
that people. Oh, I'm more than okay with it.
I don't
You wanna
like Brock
watch
and
a-
Misty.
You want to watch a movie that's over the same thing you've already seen in the TV
Oh,
shows?
fuck no.
And none of the movies have been canonically tied to the TV show in any
No.
specific
No.
way, anyways. They're always off the rail adventures.
Which I'm sad
that don't
because
make
that
sense.
Pokemon, the first movie, was fucking steak sauce.
I mean,
was.
watching it as a kid and everything, and watching it from a nostalgic point of view is, you can see it's a pretty good movie. But watching it now,
It's dumb.
it's not necessarily dumb. It's just, it's one of those, friendship solves all of our problems.
Ryan hates the 3-year-old meme.
Yeah, and I'm not always a huge fan of it either, to be honest. And so, like,
That would be my meme. My memes would probably just be me yelling at children.
so yeah, rewatching the Pokemon movie and like even the scenes where like the crying Pokemon bring back Ash from petrification, it's like, how the fuck does that work?
What magic is this? Now we
Give
go.
her Pokemon.
The last part of the movie news is all about
It's
Disney.
like Pokemon tears or anti-Viagra.
yep, don't live there anymore.
Don't make you good and soft.
Now we're going to Disney news.
It's a big weekend for Disney. D23 is going on right now.
So yeah, this is the thing that fucking Comic-Con and D23 was going on. I'm like, oh fuck, so much news. Disney is having troubles casting Aladdin for the live-action remake. And I'm
Good.
like, how hard is it to find a Saudi Arabian, like an Arabic-looking kid to do it?
It's Disney. Very hard.
Apparently, like, let's take a moment to just realize that, like, why is it so hard to cast an Aladdin movie? Because
Well,
everyone already thinks 50% of the U.S. fucking country thinks that Agrabah is a
Well, they
terrorist state.
Country.
Right.
they've casted for Jasmine already, haven't
Right,
they?
Naomi Scott, who was in
Yeah,
Power Rangers.
Okay.
Why is it so hard to cast, like, I don't know. This is where the Black Panther conversation goes.
They're probably having more difficult finding someone that fits that charisma bill for Aladdin than anything else.
That makes sense.
And not necessarily finding a Saudi character.
No, they
or
did talk
human
about,
to
like, it's
play.
hard to find a person of that.
Exactly. They're probably having trouble finding someone that just fits the bill of charisma. That doesn't go too over the top to the point where they look like they're making a racist movie.
Right. I feel you. Then we go into more Disney news. The Incredibles starts right after the first movie, and it's supposed to be Elasti-Woman-eccentric. And when John told me this in the car, Lindsay was there, and I was being a dick, and I was like, nothing makes me sound more excited than watching a mom do stuff in a movie. Cool.
I'm surprised she likes you. You're such an ass while she's
Right.
around.
Yeah.
I mean, this I'm kind of excited.
I am excited.
I am excited.
I
That
want to be
old-
excited for it. Very
The
much
fact
so.
that they're not having the story, because they've explained that this one is focused around Elastigirl while Mr. Incredible is taking care of Jack Jack.
Which is awesome. I think
Which is
those are
really
like-
cool. I think it opens the door for using the characters that kind of got the backstage in the first Incredibles.
Yeah. Are we gonna get to meet her sidekick?
Right.
Holy shit. It's
Fuck.
It's
Oh, it's
Eli.
Eli.
Shit.
Hey,
Jesus.
Eli, no
We're
Drew.
early and late at the same time.
Right. And so, I got you orange soda, by the way.
Thanks, kindly.
And the release dates for The Incredibles 2 and Toy Story are both 2019.
Toy
Yeah.
Story 4.
Toy Story 4. They fucking know.
Wait, Toy Story 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was announced
You
in
didn't know that's the
D23.
thing?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 was originally announced way back when Disney released its big timeline,
Mm-hmm.
and Toy Story 4 had the placement or the release date of what Cars 3 had.
Oh.
And since Cars 3 just came out, we all know that didn't happen, and it got
And it's
moved
gonna
back
be-
to 2019.
It's going to be based on a girl named Lulu.
I've got
Is it that girl that Andy gave the toys to then?
that's
No.
what everybody's thinking, but they never
Did she
named
invent
her
a
in Toy
brand of
Story
yoga
3.
pants?
Yeah,
Lulu.
No, Lululemons, dude.
Oh,
Oh.
dope.
Kien, where's my thing at?
Okay, so
I gave it back to you.
No, you didn't.
the previous movie was directed by both John Lasseter and Josh Cooley, and in this one, John Lasseter is stepping down from co-directing and is just executive producing.
Right on, yeah.
So he's still got a lot of say in like the creative aspect of the game.
Right.
But Josh Cooley is mostly taking the direction for the movie visual wise.
Right.
Okay.
And Ming Hua, who voiced Mulan, is in talks for a cameo in the live-action Mulan
That'd be
movie.
really cool.
Oh, sweet.
And I would be cool with that
That's
because
cool.
I really like the live-action Mulan movie, and I need to get down to business to defeat the Huns.
The live-action Mulan movie might actually be one of the only live-action adaptations I see of Disney.
Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of action adventure in it. And it's
I
not all
I
about
hope it
music.
sticks more historical than
Right.
the original
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Mulan movie.
disappointed not going to have, like, the
Right.
musical numbers.
And I feel like
Yeah,
I
the
am not
music-
disappointed about that.
No.
10 out of 10 makes me
No,
want to see it
Girl
more.
Worth Fighting For is a good song.
Fuck you, I hate
I want a
musicals.
girl who's like a moon, whose eyes are bright as
That would
stars.
work. That would work. I think it would work.
That
Yeah.
one and Be a Man.
There
I hope
is-
they kind of pay homage to.
Right, and they just do the training and just have it in the
Yeah.
background as like an
Moana-
instrumental.
Moana did something amazing that no other movie had managed to achieve before, and it made me like a movie that is a musical. That's the only time that has ever happened. I fucking hate musicals.
Lion King adds John Oliver as the voice of Zazu and Hugh Jackman as the voice of Scar. All I want for Zazu is being like, you know, Mufasa, Scar is taking over your country, and we're gonna call it Lion Watergate. He's got the hyenas,
Wait.
and he's
Who's
On-
doing the voice for Zazu?
John Oliver.
And on
Oh.
the next episode of Kien's impressions are terrible.
Again, you
Like,
want to pull your hair
For a
out.
second, I thought you were trying to do a Christopher Walken impersonation.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, let me be more British. Now, if you want to know how the coal mining in Africa is going to work, look at Bob Chart.
And on the last episode of Kien's impressions are even more horrible.
I'm terrible
Yeah,
at
you
it.
Actually
should
blows his
stop.
brains out.
But John Oliver as Zazu actually
That
makes
sounds
me
amazing.
excited.
It's okay,
because-
Kien. We all can't be talented.
Because Rowan Atkins was Zazu, and he played Mr. Bean.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So John Oliver just seems like the perfect
He
choice.
does.
Plus, he's got the bird beak
He
enough
does.
for it already. So, like, if anyone, I also think Ryan Freeman could have totally played this
Shut
kid.
the fuck up. You may have a bird beak, but I'm still better looking than you are.
My personality is steak sauce. Before the car ride today, my personality is steak sauce.
The Hugh
You should
Jackman-
drag us to that movie.
The Hugh Jackman one sounds pretty cool,
It
though.
does.
Because Jeremy Irons voiced Scar in
Yeah.
the last one, so it's
Oh,
like
that's
nice to have
cool.
a stoic actor.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
see a much darker voiced person play
Liam Neeson.
someone. Well,
Please,
maybe
God,
not
no.
that much
Becomes
so.
Jake.
Not only that, he's just gonna kill all the other lions.
He stole my son.
Mufasa got taken.
Simba, you are going to be taken.
The Taken King.
Now, on to that TV news. The Dark Tower TV show could include Idris Elba.
Oh,
I'm
really?
fine with this.
All right.
That's
He's
like, because
done-
originally we talked about this a while back, which will be a link down below.
I think I'm gonna watch it. I think I'm actually more. I want to watch the TV show, but I think I'm actually more excited for the movie than Max is at this point.
What?
Those trailers got me pumped.
Oh, the
And the
trailers
last
are-
time we talked about it, Max said that he wasn't that excited about it because he's afraid that they're gonna butcher it.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I have the same. I'm afraid too.
Right,
they're gonna
right,
butcher it.
Yeah.
right.
Well, is the TV show going to be tied to the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because originally it came out, it was supposed to be not the drawing of Thor. The
So-
fourth book,
The glass.
the glass, yeah.
No, what was it? Orb? What was it?
Which one? The
What?
fourth one?
Yeah, isn't
No,
that the? Was it? Was it
Wolves is 5.
It's the Wizard of the Glass something.
Here's.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up right now.
The glass tower or some shit.
I
Yeah.
think there's almost an advantage to seeing a movie based on a book when you haven't read the book, because you can go in and just view it as a movie and not
Yeah.
something
No,
that,
right, and
not
I
a
100%
storyline that
agree with
you're
that.
expecting it to
Yeah.
follow.
I almost like it a little bit less that the TV show is tied around the movie, though.
Why?
Because, well, that creates another aspect that you have to have seen to really get what's going on.
No, because it could be a prequel series.
It could
Well,
be.
that's the thing,
if it's
though.
a prequel series,
even
that's
if
a
it's
bit better. But
even if it's a prequel series, there's gonna be established characters
Yeah.
that you might not really
'Cause-
know
Right.
that they're not gonna go over
Right.
because
Wizard
you
of
already know
Glass.
who they
because
are.
I can
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see where he's coming from. Because when 343 launched the new Halo series, there was so much they released on that through like their own like
Yeah.
mini TV show
Like the
series and
Fall of
stuff.
Reach and
Yeah.
everything
That when you
like
played
that.
the game, if you didn't watch those, you didn't know what the fuck was going on.
No, and I understand that a lot. I get you on that. But I think it's just an interesting concept because we've never really seen that go really well. Like the 80s movies did spin-offs like Fast Time at Ridgemont High, the TV show, and it didn't go really well. You know what I mean? Like this should be
Yeah.
the one that goes really well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it
I
has a
hope it
lot of
does.
material, and it's a big world. They can.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a
Do
big
stuff.
fan of Idris Elba. He's
He
becoming
is
one of
really
my
good.
favorite actors. So
That's another reason why I want to see
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok because I like Heimdall.
Whoa.
I do. The original showrunner of The Walking Dead is suing AMC, and John has the
Yeah.
emails.
Let me pull them up here quick.
So what had happened is he's suing them, and then AMC pulled this
Okay.
baller move.
So why is
Uh,
he suing them?
Frank Darabont, who was the showrunner for, I believe it was the first season of The Walking Dead, was fired shortly after. And there was no release statement as to why or anything like that. Well, now he's suing AMC for wrongfully fired him, and AMC, as a rebuttal, released the reason that they fired him to the public, which is all of these angry emails that he was sending coworkers and actors and stuff like that. and here's a few of them. Darabont tells the execs, if it were up to me, I'd have not only fired them, talking about the actors, but I've had hunted down and fucking killed them with a brick and then gone and burned down their homes.
Yeah, like
Oh my
it's
God.
fucking, yeah.
And he was quoted as saying to one pair of writers to their faces as calling them fucking lazy assholes and overpaid con artists.
Wow. Holy
And he released a list of things that were supposed to get done for a specific episode, and the fourth thing on the list reads, if the director tries to not shoot what is written, the director is then beaten to death on the spot, and a trained monkey is brought in to complete the job.
Oh my
And
God.
so this is the reason that AMC fired him, and with these details leaked not just to the public, but to lawyers and judges and such, should give AMC completely out of the clear, and perhaps even put Frank on the docket for harassment.
Oh my
as well.
God.
Bad shit fucking
Jeez.
crazy. Like,
Yeah, I'd fire him.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
fuck him.
exactly.
And also, we gotta say, it's kind of sucks, but Walking Dead is at a halt right now because
Yay.
Stuntman.
Yeah,
one of their
that's
stuntmen died.
Yeah.
He's
Let me pull
actually
up the
famous
name
from
quick.
what I hear. Like,
Yeah,
John
in the community.
Bernecker.
Like, I'm sorry the guy died, but I don't like The Walking Dead, so I'm glad it's fucking stopping for now.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Walking Dead's glorious.
It is so dumb.
I
Just
do-
like Breaking Bad, I couldn't.
Breaking Bad is one of the best TV shows of all time. You shut your filthy whore mouth,
Breaking
you
Bad-
skinny little prick.
Yeah, I
I'm not that much skinnier than you piece of shit.
I still got some weight on you, you
really?
Breaking Bad not liking jerk.
I'm about to have a fucking.
Aneurysm.
What's the name of the guy that played Kramer?
Stroke?
Michael Richards or something like that. I'm about to have a Michael Richards moment and ruin my career. I'm getting so angry.
Wait, ruined his career.
Yeah, he said a bunch of terrible
He said a
racial
bunch of
slurs.
racist slurs on
He's
stage.
about to go
right,
because he got
completely
angry.
Frank
Got
Darabont
angry.
on Max here.
He's about to rip you a new asshole.
Well, let's see, what else other TV
And then
show can I
fuck
get
you with-
Brian fucked over with? I never got into fucking Game of Thrones.
I don't like Game of Thrones
I'm
either.
gonna get into the-
they're in the books.
Yeah, if you
Those
want
books
to.
are good. I'm gonna read.
I
We're
agree,
also
with,
coming- yeah.
I agree with you on that one. You can go suck
No,
a dick
no.
on Breaking Bad and
Oh.
Walking Dead.
I was
Everybody's
gonna
got to
say-
get off Game of
Right.
Thrones dicks.
Right.
New episode is
Right.
tomorrow.
Right. Okay, and so
Fuck
come
Game of
over here,
Thrones.
boys. Take a look at
Just
the
7
new
seasons
images
fucking
of the
rewatched.
Defenders and the Punisher
Game of
poster.
Thrones is fake news.
You're fake news.
So this is the new
Good.
poster
Your
for
mom fakes
Defenders.
orgasms.
Poster.
The Defenders, and here's the
Bitch, get out of my
Punisher.
chair.
Here's the Punisher.
I'll leave you
Here's the
convinced.
Punisher.
I am so
Alright.
excited for the
Right.
Punisher.
The Defenders look
sits
like
on
cool.
the floor, alright?
Right.
Racist bitch.
And I find them interesting. I like the Punisher poster a lot because it brings like a lot of grit to it.
Man,
Yeah.
it got weird right there for a second, guys.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. No, it's fine. But I'm really excited for the Punisher poster. I think it looks very interesting.
No,
Like,
I'm very excited for the next Punisher.
The Punisher
season.
really got me as in like, hey, this is a TV show I could really like.
I was a very big fan of the Punisher in
Right.
Daredevil season 2.
Right. And all the posters look really nice. Like I'm hoping they do good.
Yeah.
Like
The
after
def-
Iron Fist is like kind of low.
The Defenders I'm iffy about just because it does have Iron Fist in it.
Right.
And I'm just like, I don't know how well it's going to do because we have a character that's not very well liked in this.
and well
Yeah.
written, actually.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was just
Yeah.
well writtenly wrong.
Yeah.
And
so,
then,
we'll see.
Speaking of those, the next season of Luke Cage, Lucy Liu is going to direct the premiere of Luke Cage.
Oh, nice.
I like Lucy Liu. She's pretty dope.
I just like Luke Cage. That's a fantastic
And
series.
Jessica Jones as Leah Gibson, who was in the Twilight movies. So that's all I got.
Not a fan of Jessica Jones, though.
Right.
I like Jessica Jones.
Stranger Things season 2 poster. Did you guys all see that?
Yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
cool.
I think it looks really interesting. I
Netflix
like.
announced the premiere date is October 27th.
Thank you, John. And I also like when they like the hot dog meme is a big thing, and they put the Stranger 2 poster of the hot dog guy.
Yeah.
I never got into Stranger Things.
Yeah, we had this conversation numerous times. And,
Yeah.
yours was a bad trip. Mine was just
Mine wasn't a
Right.
bad trip. It wasn't a bad trip. It was just that I was way too stoned to know what the fuck was
Right.
going on, so I was lost the entire time I was watching.
Now I need you guys to see these kids.
Oh my
They
god.
are they have been cast in the New Warriors TV show to play Squirrel Girl and Mr. Immortal.
At first, I wasn't a fan of Squirrel Girl, but she's pretty cute, so.
Squirrelier chicks now.
I mean, I'm still not really that into Squirrel Girl.
Come
because it's
over
really-
here.
I don't really know who Squirrel Girl
Come-
is.
come
She's
over
a
here.
really
She could stuff
broken
my nuts in her
character
cheek any
in
day.
comic
These are the new cast members of them. That guy's gonna play
Is
Mr.
that who
Immortal.
playing Squirrel Girl?
That is the girl who's playing Squirrel Girl.
She is adorable. 10 out of 10 will watch.
I think they got the looks down. I'll give them that 100. But I don't know. I'm still very
Who's the actor and actress?
The dude ain't
Milana?
that bad looking either.
Milana Varntrub and Derek Teller. Milana Varntrub was on those AT&T commercials where she plays the awkward AT&T lady.
Okay.
Oh.
And Derek Volner.
Oh, that's why she looks familiar.
Yeah, he was in Baby Daddy. It was a really fun TV show on the Freeform.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
And now this is just for Max. And,
Well, the part about
Uh,
this that gets me isn't necessarily the actors or anything, but I've never been a huge fan of overpowered characters and stuff like that.
no, the next
Like the
one.
Hulk and Squirrel Girl just
Right.
wins because she's Squirrel Girl. Just,
Right. No, the next
Not
one
into
is
it.
the Jay and Max question is because the new Doctor is to be revealed
So you guys
tomorrow.
should probably get over here so they can fucking hear you.
Right. The new Doctor is to be revealed tomorrow on Sunday because we're recording on
Don't
Saturday.
hit me with the shoe.
Now, what do you two Whovians think of this conundrum?
Well, the last episode left off really weird for the series. I don't know, the season finale left off really weird. Do you want me to spoil this, Max, or do you want to wait?
I'll watch it. Please don't spoil it yet.
Okay, but I was going to say, it's really weird. Did you hear about they're going to have the first Doctor?
Yeah.
The first Doctor is going to be in the Christmas episode, and I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see who the new face of the Doctor is going to be.
I've heard there's a good chance that the Doctor will finally be female.
That'd be cool.
Which
That'd be alright.
Yeah, that I
I'm
would
really
be
hoping she's a
pretty
ginger, since
interested
the
in.
Doctor's been
I'd
wanting to
be
a
okay with
ginger
that.
For a while,
Well, the
so-
thing is, like, apparently, I didn't watch this last series, but apparently there's a big deal being made because he constantly brought up how he can not only change age, but he can also change genders as
Yes,
well.
he brought that up.
Yeah, he did bring it up.
So I'd actually be pretty excited to see a female Doctor Who for once.
My one question: if it becomes a female Doctor, are his companions going to stay female, or are they going to become men for that?
I'd be
Oh.
fine with either.
I would be fine with either, but I wonder how consistent they're gonna stay with stuff because
I mean,
like,
You mean like a lesbian doctor?
I mean,
yeah,
I'd be
that's
down
kind of
for
been the
that.
whole thing with the Doctor is he falls in love with them.
Except
Yeah.
for the new one because she's a lesbian.
He had a more fatherly love for her,
It's a
Right,
very
but
common,
he
yeah.
did love her.
Right.
I would be more interested if it was less of a love interest type of relationship.
I do enjoy platonic relationships between
Yeah.
main characters. Most
Yeah.
I don't enjoy platonic relationships
Ever.
ever.
That's because
That's because Kien is thirsty AF.
I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
drink from the fountain.
Learn your style, boys. No, but like I find that very understandable. But I don't know. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone was pissed Capaldi was the Doctor, so
I
like,
wasn't pissed. I really enjoyed Capaldi.
I like Capaldi. It took me a couple episodes to truly enjoy him.
right.
I didn't start off not liking him. It just was different from what we'd had for
You
a
were
long
indifferent
time.
of the Capaldi.
I was more hesitant. Like,
Right.
it was different from what we'd had, so it made me kind of take a step back and like falter for a second.
I heard that it wasn't entirely his fault though, because I heard that Capaldi's storylines and writing were kind of shit.
Yeah, for a little bit, it was kind of awkward.
It was weird.
It was awkward, is how I'd say it.
Mm.
Like, it wasn't bad, but it was.
I like the Christmas special with River though. I
That was really nice. It was.
It was a very nice like, hey,
It was
I love you still.
bittersweet
Yeah.
Right.
because that was the last episode of River, and like she realized, oh, I'm gonna die. So.
Yeah, and that's it for River.
Mhm.
Now we get into some really cool, weird news.
Bring Jack Harkness
Cool.
back.
The Rock is running for president, ladies and gentlemen. He filed it. He is running for the 2020 election.
Not down
10 out of
for it.
10 will vote.
Not down for it.
This time,
Hashtag rock bottom.
this time, I give no fucks. I will be responsible for the downfall of America. I'll be putting my vote in for Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
The Rock can be beat by paper. No good.
I want to see The Rock and Donald Trump debating the 2020
God.
race.
Did he
Yes.
come in as a Republican, Democrat, Independent?
We don't know.
Oh,
we
shit.
just know that he has signed up.
Oh, this will be fun.
I don't know.
Bring it on.
Vermin Supreme as his
No. Fuck you. Don't
Goes in
want
fucking
that.
worshiping
Now all we
Goku.
need is Kanye West, and then it will be complete.
I'm a
Come on,
big
Kanye.
opponent of celebrities running for president because I don't care how much they think they know about politics. They don't fucking know a thing.
Like right now, or are you
both.
like
anytime.
explaining about like?
At this point, it's gotten so crazy. Like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, why stop now? Let's see how crazy this fucker can get.
Like that's the whole reason I
After
don't
The
like.
Rock, we're electing a fucking dead guy.
That's
We're
the
gonna
whole
see
reason
what
that I
happens.
didn't like Donald
Ricky
Trump
Lamberti's
running for president. Is
president
because
edition.
people that are typically devoted to, like typically that run for president have devoted their life to politics.
Eli,
You're talking
what's
about-
your opinion on this?
The Rock.
The Rock,
Yeah, The Rock running for president.
I don't like any politicians.
And that's the thing is I don't like
That was-
politicians either, but I'd rather have our world lead or our country leaders negotiating with other country leaders when they actually understand world politics.
Without saying
understandable.
bigly and huge.
Exactly.
I
I,
just-
don't want celebrity.
I just want to live in a world where when The Rock addresses the media, he walks out and says, "Can you smell what the president is cooking?" Come on.
Get out, hell yeah!
If we're gonna pick wrestlers that we'd rather see as presidents,
John Cena that you can't
I'm,
see him.
I'm
John
going for-
Cena.
I'm going for some old Steve Austin action.
Right,
I want
right,
him smashing fucking beers in the
That would be
fucking
great.
brains and shit.
He gets elected, the first thing you see, pulls out 2 beers. Boom! Hell yeah, bitches!
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hugely against the idea.
Who does
of-
the RKO?
Randy Orton.
Yes,
Randy Orton.
Randy
Yeah.
Orton. 10 out of 10 want him to be the next
Just
president.
have RKO
whenever
everybody.
he's meeting with foreign leaders, and they're now discussing diplomacy for
And
peace.
then
Out of nowhere!
To me, the idea of anybody running for president is a really bad idea. I
Right.
think there should be a test that you have to take
to prove
to
that
be
you're
allowed
not retarded.
to be able to run for president. Yeah,
Prove that you're
exactly.
competent enough to be president.
Hashtag.
That didn't happen.
If they had that, if they would have had that test a year ago, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Oh.
Situation. There's nothing wrong. Please
We don't-
kill us.
This
Please don't-
situation.
As Brian Trump's fucking anorexia ribs.
I was pointing to my abs. BT dubs.
Please don't pull us off the air. We're really funny.
We'll just come back bigger and stronger, bitch.
Just like my erection.
You shall strike me down, and I shall come back
back.
even
That's
more
probably
powerful
the
than ever
thing.
before.
This has been the most off the rails episode.
Right, right. Japan is selling Pikachu McFlurries.
Have you seen what they look like?
Yeah.
No.
Hold on, let's pull an image on
It doesn't
it.
look like
I want to
Jigglypuff
see
when
this.
he
I want to
pissed.
see this.
It's weird. It doesn't look like something that
Give me that whiskey.
I'm just surprised that hasn't already.
Come over here. Come over here.
I can agree. Like
Took
I'm
20
I'm
years to sell out on that.
really
This
surprised.
is what
that
we
hasn't gotten
have for the
Why?
Pikachu McFlurry. And we have orgasm face, smiley face, sad face, happy face.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I want
Max, come over here.
I'm looking at the pictures right now.
How do you look at that Pikachu McFlurry? Oh shit! I
Oh
spilled.
my
Hey, whose
god.
whiskey is this?
Mine.
Everyone's.
I'm taking,
Brian drinks it all.
Alright,
I'm just taking a pull out of the bottle.
so from what I can
Because you
fucking
still have
tell,
more beer.
this looks fucking weird, and the only difference between the different faces is the cups.
Thank you. I love whiskey.
Yeah,
Right.
they're
Does whiskey love you though?
it really doesn't even.
Not in the morning.
It's definitely not what I was expecting. Because when they announced a Pikachu McFlurry was happening, I was picturing this just like solely yellow liquid in a cup. And I'm
That would have
like,
been better.
what is
Better than
this gonna
this.
be flavored like? Bananas, lemons,
Lemons. I'm
My
going with-
uncle-
Round rat.
my Uncle Jerry's piss.
What? Have you
that's what
tried
I
your
was-
Uncle Jerry's
Yeah,
piss?
that's very specific.
That's kind of what I was expecting. Like, that's what I pictured was the yellow.
Yeah,
like,
I was thinking
McFlurry.
like
Right.
And then I was thinking that they got like some plastic like Pikachu ears to like put in the top of it. for
Right,
decoration.
exactly.
That's what I was picturing.
I would be totally chill if they had like plastic Pikachu ears and one of them's a fucking straw and it's like
Right.
a yellow McFlurry
Right.
with like brown crumples in it. Like
But
that
this
shit would've been
this
cool.
just kind of seems like a vanilla flavored ice cream with like a
Right.
banana flavoring in it or something.
Right. So unfortunately, Jay just randomly left us again. Third
He's a douchebag.
week in a row.
Probably a good thing he doesn't
Assimilate his
listen to this.
position.
Eli is now in the position. I don't know if Eli's ready.
Just gonna move into this apartment too.
Eli, you ready to talk
Take
about
all his stuff.
Eli, you ready to talk about horror with us though? You ready for the scary? Ready for the scary after this news story? We're gonna take a
You
break.
can take my position on everything and just be solely disappointed in everything that's come out in the past 10 years.
Right. You ready for the scary?
I don't have the feelings to be scared.
We'll be talking about the horror after this, but before that, Star Wars Land is now a thing.
Woo! So glad
I'm
Jay
excited.
left.
I'm excited. This is probably, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is huge, but announcing like an entire park themed around Star Wars for both Disney World and Disneyland is intense.
Great.
Is it though?
Have you seen the models?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
seen.
The
You saw the
models
Disney.
are
The Disneyland is
extensively
Star Wars. We're talking about
detailed.
Disneyland
Oh
Star
yeah, I've
Wars.
seen that.
Disneyland and Disney World. It's both.
I wanna
So
go to
what
that.
we've realized is that if you add to our Patreon, it'll just go to our fund that the Roshambros get to go to Disney World and see Star Wars
Yeah,
Land.
no one's gonna.
I
wanna
really
support it now.
hope there's something there where you can like build your own lightsaber or some shit.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Cool.
it
Taking
was.
over Jay's position, I get to go to Star Wars Land.
Yes!
Yes, you do.
He
It
can
was-
go play karaoke.
Where
It
the
was-
fuck did
Eli
Jay
is
go?
going. He's going to karaoke.
Just
It
like
was-
he does every Saturday.
Star Wars Land was just announced Friday.
Right.
So they haven't really released a whole lot of details, but what they were talking about with it is there was a lot of talk about how it will make you feel like you're a Jedi in this world.
Can I be a bounty hunter instead? I like bounty hunters way more than Jedi.
Hunting
Bounty
other
hunters
people
are
at
so
the
much
park.
cooler.
Right. Bounty hunters are way
Can they
more
make that
cooler.
part like a game you fucking sign up for? There's bounty hunters.
It's like,
Jedi,
here,
and shit.
old lady, take this tag. What for? Oh, nothing really.
Nothing's really gonna happen.
Dark
Seven
gun,
bounty
dark gun,
hunters
dark gun, dark
fucking
gun.
pop out everywhere.
Kien's the dog, the big bad dog.
No, but I think the concept is very interesting, and I hope it works out.
Right?
I'm super excited. That
And
it's
I hope that
happening.
you fund our Patreon so we can go to do shit like this.
I'm super pumped that Star Wars is getting its.
I'll do anything you
Real
want for the
revival.
Patreon. I'll dress up in Virgin Killer sweaters. I'll wear a fucking Speedo. I don't give a shit.
Give us money.
Give us
says
money.
Ryan.
We'll send nudes.
Yeah, not doing that.
I've
do it.
already affirmed this in previous podcasts.
I'll do shit
We'll
like
receive dick pics.
I'll do shit like get my pubes boxed or something for your entertainment. I don't care.
Lol.
I want people to mail me dildos so I can unbox them on camera.
This is the Rabbit 3000.
Make sure they're the ones with suction cups on the end so that I can throw them at cars passing by.
With that, we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be right back.
God.